Hello and welcome to the Z Hut. I'm Jay and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple DIY outdoor fly trap out of a soda bottle. Now for the materials we're going to need two things: a soda bottle, a piece of string or twine. I got some baler twine. Oh, I did mean 3, not 2. We're going to need just a little bit of tape. I guess it's not absolutely necessary, but it does help. As for the soda bottle, I like using the 2 liters, but you can use the 1 liter. You can use the standard small, what are those, 16 ounces, I do believe. But you're going to want a bottle that has the small top. Now, if you get some of like the Pepsi, the Mountain Dew bottles, the 1 liters, they've got that bigger wide mouth. Those, they work, but not as good. You want the small, normal size. It works the best. All right. As for the bait, we'll get to that after we build it. The bait's real simple. And when we get into the bait, then I'll also explain why you want to use this outdoors, not indoors. Tools. You're going to need something to cut the bottle. I'm just using a razor blade. A scissors would work as well if they're good and sharp. And then we're going to need something to make a hole, 2 little holes in here. For that, I'm just going to use, I have a nail. Let's move on. Now on your bottle, usually right about where the top of the label is, there's usually like a line that's left there from the label. We're going to want to cut it right on that. So let me get in there. Now, this doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but the straighter, evener you get it, the nicer it will look. Although, honestly, I don't think looks are really going to matter. I could have chosen a sharper razor blade, but we're getting it. All right. Now, make sure you don't have a cap on there. It doesn't matter if you've got this little plastic lip thing on there. That don't matter. Then you're going to want to put it in the bottle upside down and just push it down so it's flush. All right, that'll work. Now next, before we tape this, we're going to make our holes. Yeah, that'll be good enough. If this don't work, I'll go grab the hole punch and show you how to do it that way. But this, yeah, this worked. Now I just need to do about straight across the other side. Try to keep them lined up still. Right about there. And I'm going about a 1/2 inch down from the top. Alright, that'll work. Otherwise, if you do have a hole punch, a paper hole punch, that does work. Like I said, I'm just trying to do this with materials that I'm pretty sure anybody would have access to, and I'm sure most people will not have a hole punch. Alright, hopefully that's big enough to get that through. So what we're going to do now is put a piece of tape, put it so it's about halfway on the lip, and then we'll go all the way. Oh, get on there. All the way around the bottom. It looks like I am missing the plastic holes, but this is some pretty narrow tape. And this is just masking tape. You could use electrical tape, duct tape. Doesn't really matter. What this is doing is just sealing the sides, so that if it warps a little, the flies can't crawl out the sides. All right, not the prettiest in the world. It was slightly off. All right, now I'm going to take that lighter, get the end of so I can push that through. Now I'm just using baler twine. You could use a string, whatever you have. Kite string would work. I would double or triple it up. I wouldn't go just one strand. Don't use thread. Thread's not going to work. Alright, then figure about how far down we want it to hang, so about there. It's just up to you how far you want it to hang down. This particular one I'm going to be putting on the clothesline pole. Well, when I don't have laundry on it, when I hang laundry up, I'll probably take it down so the laundry doesn't get the smell. And I'll explain that in a minute. Alright, our trap is built. That's all there is to it. Now, let me move the tools and stuff here to the side. Now what we got to do is bait it. But the first thing you do, and I didn't bring any water out here, but you're going to want to fill this about a third of the, well, not even quite that, about a quarter. You want to make sure the water level is at least an inch below where your inside, your pop bottle spout is. You want it about an inch down, so yeah, this bottle would be about a quarter full. We'll leave you about an inch, maybe a little less. Then what you want to do is put some meat in there. Something like fish guts. If you're a fisherman, you catch a fish, you clean the fish out, shove a little fish guts in there. That actually works great. Roadkill. I live right next to a busy road. There's always a dead something on the road. Chicken. Actually tonight I'm going to be making turkey burgers, so I'll probably just take a little teaspoon of that ground turkey and put it in here, and that'll be enough. And then with that water, and then some people like to put, before they put the water in, they'll dissolve a tablespoon or two of syrup in there, because supposedly that makes it stickier, so when the flies get in it and it gets on their wings, they'll never be able to dry out and get out of here. It's up to you. I don't bother with that, and I still get them. The smellier this gets, the more you're going to catch. And when it gets full, I recommend, just pour the liquid out and throw it away. It is going to stink, and that's what attracts them. That's why this is an outdoor fly trap. You'll get a few wasps and stuff in there as well, but it's going to be primarily flies. And I hang mine over by the clothes pole. I hang another one by the chicken coop, and I hang them around the yard in a few different places. You do not want to put this in your house. You could for a couple of days, but once then it's going to start to stink. I wouldn't put it on a porch somewhere where you're going to be sitting. If it's just a porch you walk in and out of, and it's open air, maybe you could put it on the corner of the porch where you're not going to smell it. But I suggest putting this where you're not going to smell it, because it is a horrible, horrible, horrible smell. And once the flies start getting in there and this gets in the sunlight, the flies start rotting. It even tracks more. I mean, this thing, it'd be a good weapon for war. You threw this in a foxhole and everybody jump out and run. It would stink like you will not believe. So, all right, that's how you build this. And this is nothing new. I remember using these when I was a kid. There's quite a few farmers around here that will have a few of these in their milk barn. Actually, one farmer, he passed away a couple of years ago. He used to have those 5-gallon plastic carboys. He'd make them out of that and have those in the cow barn for his milk cows, and they worked. They worked. Of course, he reused those. He didn't throw them away. But yeah, there's other videos on how to make these. This is just my version, what works for me. So with that, I'd like to thank you for joining us here at the Z Hut today. Hope you found this information useful. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it very much. So don't forget to share. Who knows how many of your friends might be interested in building one of these. So, all right. Well, I hope you have a great day. And, well, I hope you have fun building your own homemade fly trap.